you're pretty good people. I've gone to other places, and the entire place races a 10. Okay. We got to get, I don't think I have to talk too much to you people about this. That's great. Well, that's the way it should be. You should run. We got to get out. You got to get to that caucus. You got to get out, and we got to win this thing. And I can promise you this one very strong point.
Good morning, everyone. It's D. Lake for Prez reporting for themediaspeaks.com. It looks like it's just me today. That's fine. That's okay. Sam was having computer difficulties. We all love hearing from Sam. IB DeGangi, he's not with us unless, I don't know, you can get something figured out. But I'm going live, and I was just watching live on today's live show. Donald Trump, it just finished his speech this morning in Spencer, Iowa. We're going to get to that second. We're going to get to the Trump trail second. I think it's really amazing. I don't know how you feel, but let's just play the last final part here.
I will put my heart and soul into running this country so well. And
big bold print notes there. He's got to put it back in his pocket. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's usually a sign that he's wrapping it up. Trump, 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 Trump. A lot of people very excited. A lot of people very excited, wouldn't you say? In the live chat, everyone was getting really excited about this girl over here on the left. Can't really see her right now,
but amazing. Amazing. I will put my heart and soul. I will work like you've never seen anybody work. If you're in the White House, who wants to take a vacation? You're in the White House. You're going to be there for 4 years.
People kept live chatting about this girl back here.
Let's do it, Fred. We'll make it even better.
Oh, we'll do it for you.
You're in the White House. What's better than the White House? Why these vacations? Why, when you take a plane to California, does your wife have to take another?
I got to turn up the volume. Trump's got a little bit of a laryngitis, he said. He's sounding a little hoarse. But we're going to get to the Trump trail here shortly.
The plane to California 2 hours later. Couldn't you use one plane? But why? But listen, you're in the White House. There's so much work to be done. You're there for a period of time. You got to work really, really hard. But I promise you this, we're going to work hard. More importantly, we're going to work smart. I know a lot of people, they work hard, but they don't work smart. We're going to work hard. We're going to work smart. I'm going to get the most incredible people you've ever seen to straighten out our problems, including the Veterans Administration, which is a horror show. It's a disaster. It is. It's a disaster.
Okay, that guy back there in the red is doing his full cheer.
Disaster. It's corrupt, and it's a disaster, as many of our institutions are. And we are going to bring this country to a level that maybe will be higher than it's ever seen before. We can do it because the people are so amazing. I've gotten to know the people. We are going to do it. And for the folks of Spencer and around, I just want to tell you.
See, everyone kept commenting how hot they thought this girl chewing gum over here on the left was. I mean, this girl's kind of cute over here. There's a really hot chick behind him that you barely get to see.
You're an amazing group of people. I mean, even the fact when I say who didn't vote, very few people, you vote. Because that's what you're supposed to vote. You go to some areas, who didn't vote? The whole room raises their hand. That was amazing, actually. I'm very impressed. But we're going to work hard. We're going to work smart. We're going to make America great again. Thank you very much. I love you.
Tagline.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Okay. When it kicks into the Twisted Sister, the sound goes off on this broadcast, and then they bring in their own music to cover that they probably have the rights to use. Because some people ask in the comments, why does it always go silent at the beginning? That's because this right side broadcasting doesn't have the rights to play that music. even though they apparently have the right to always put their logo over whatever is broadcasting. And there's this guy, Satan. Yeah, this guy is so retarded, Satan. Yeah, he says he's the #1 troll in America. D-Lake as a troll hunter, I have to call that guy out as a big fucking goon. He was making death threats during the live broadcast. But before we get to the Trump trail, or before we get back to it, I guess since I've been talking about it since we went live, and I was watching Donald Trump live this morning, a speech in Spencer, right? Spencer, Iowa. Okay. But I think we need to talk about the top news. Horrific shooting massacre that occurred in San Bernardino, California this week, just a couple days ago. And today we have a picture of one of the alleged shooters, the wife of Saeed Farook. She's the jihadi bride. I mean, I went to 7-Eleven this morning to get some morning beverages, and I don't know, what was it, the New York Post or one of those newspapers called her the wife from hell. My friend and I talked about it. We don't really think that's fair. I mean, she stood by her man. I mean, shows loyalty in some ways. They said that she was that she pledged allegiance on Facebook to ISIS. ISIS says follower, the jihadi bride. So those are all top links at Drudge Report. You can see that I'm looking at. Link to Pakistan's most notorious radical cleric and mosque. Uh-oh. Easy passage through U.S. visa process. Interesting. Obama still not releasing immigration records for all the immigrants. I mean, he's like, don't worry. Shooter to Jewish victim. You will never see Israel. Reportedly, the shooter had traveled to Mecca most recently to be a part of what goes on there in Mecca. You know what I'm talking about. According to the pastor, one of the victims of the San Bernardino terror attack just weeks prior to the deadly shooting, Saeed Farook told Nicholas Thalassinios, a devout Messianic Jew and fellow health inspector, you will never see Israel. Pastor Bruce Dowell of the Shiloh Messianic Congregation in California told Sean Hannity on Friday's radio show, Thalassino's wife told my wife, Farook, said to Nick, he said, she said, she said, he said, you will never see Israel, blah, 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 face to face, da. So basically the Messianic Jew and the devout Muslim, now apparently jihadist, who memorized, passages from the Quran, apparently they got into a disagreement at the Christmas party for the government job that they both worked at. They were like restaurant inspectors or something. I mean, okay. Yeah, look at all these headlines about the shooting. And there's a picture there of the jihadi bride. I don't think it's fair to call her that. Just say her name. From westernized daughter of a rich family. Oh. Burqa-wearing jihadi bride. Now, I didn't feel right about the media trampling into their apartment and like, who gave MSNBC and CNN authorization? Oh, the landlord did? The landlord did? Their house? I don't know if you guys saw that yesterday. It was pretty big news yesterday. That oh, now it's not even a top link anymore. But man, they totally trampled into the place, and then supposedly that's how we got this picture of the normally burqa wearing lady unmasked, and some people say it's disgraceful to show her face. Apparently she's dead in the street from the police, along with her husband. They're the suspects. We know they're suspects because they're dead. And now the Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, dared to prosecute rant against Islam. Oh, even if you do a rant. So, I mean, I hope everyone watching realizes that everything that I'm communicating to you on YouTube, I'm not showing you nudity. I'm not showing you ultra violence or deaths actually happening. I'm sure I could go fucking find that if I wanted to. And I'm just trying to present to you today's top news. I'm sure they'll find a way to say that, you know, maybe I violated some sort of agreement with, you know, with YouTube and Google and all that. They'll be like, D-Lake, you're becoming too radicalized. You're becoming way too radicalized. Walmart sues Puerto Rico over astonishing tax increases. Well, I just watched a little bit of Hillary Clinton the other day, and she's all about Puerto Rico when she campaigns in Florida. And didn't she used to sit on the board of Walmart? So I'm sure Hillary Clinton would click this link, but that's why we're not going to. All right, I don't know what else I should cover about the shooting. Well, actually, I do know that my thoughts and my prayers go out to the families and the victims' families and those people recovering in the hospital. I pray that they'll get better. My thoughts are with them. This week, a lot of liberal media tried to bash, like, Ted Cruz and Rand Paul and Donald Trump and Chris Christie and, you know, all the politicians running for the GOP, because they put out tweets and said, our thoughts and our prayers are with the victims' families. Well, the Democrats seized on that in some weird way. I mean, these liberals come up with weird shit. They're like, oh, your thoughts and your prayers, God's not going to help you this time, pal. So you can just forget all that praying. We don't even need a moment of silence anymore because, well, not because of like the soccer games or the football games over there in Turkey where, you know, they said, can we have a moment of silence for the victims, the people that died in tragical deaths of the Paris attacks? Oh, I lose all viewers with that accent, apparently. Some people were watching, now they're not watching. So can we have a moment of silence? But they didn't have a moment of silence because then fans in Turkey apparently started uprising saying, Allahu Akbar, boo, like booing a moment of silence and saying, hello. And I don't know, I guess it gets pretty crazy at those soccer games, so maybe that's the reason, because it's a football game. But even the players and the coaches were like, what are you guys doing? So that wasn't a good thing. Trying to see what else I could say about the California shooting. It seems suspicious. People are already saying false flags. Oh, people are posting the meme about the brunette girl that's always crying and she's at the scene of every staged massacre. I'm sure you've seen that meme. I don't think we need to go look that up. But let's talk a little bit about Donald Trump and the Trump Trail. Now, we watched a little bit at the beginning of today's show, and you could hear he was kind of hoarse. He's losing his voice a little bit. He said at one point, he's like, I'm doing this, and blah, 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 and I got laryngitis. What the hell? Last night, the Stump for Trump duo, the Diamond and Silk, the intelligent black women, were in North Carolina, and they brought down the House. Yes, they did. You know they did. The silent majority has spoken, baby. It's my best Diamond and Silk impression. You know it. Gonna build that wall. Build it. I better just click the link so people know who I'm talking about. Here we go. It's like, D-Lake, that impression was way off. That is nothing like what they sound like. Oh, yes, it is. Thank you. Trump says, get out here. Get out here.
How great. How great are they?
There they are.
How great are they?
Boom. Now watch Silk, I think, get a microphone from out of nowhere.
I won't.
Thank you.
Everybody to
You want to do a little routine? Come on. Go on.
Do a little routine. Here we go.
I'm glad that the media can see us and all. See, here they go.
Yeah.
I see them. I see them. I want everybody to know that we stand behind Donald J. Trump.
Yes, we do. We do. We doozy do.
We support
Yep.
Donald J. Trump.
We
Yes.
Sizzy support. Yo.
We endorse Donald J. Trump. And this is going to be our next president of these United States.
Endorsement.
Yes. Ow.
Ow. Bring it.
The silent majority has spoken, baby. Yes. We've spoken. Don't get it twisted. That's right. Now listen, he gonna put that wall up. Yes, he is. He gonna build that wall.
He gonna build it.
And he gonna build it tall.
He gonna build it tall.
And it's gonna protect us all.
He gonna protect us all.
We don't want this country to fall, do we?
No, we don't want to. No.
Build that wall, Donald J. Trump.
Build that wall.
Woo.
Build it.
Build it. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you too. I love you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Diamond and Silk. Diamond and Silk right there, and I was really excited to see them in that video, especially since I've been a fan of theirs since they've been stumping for Trump for like a little while now, right? And I sent them one of my videos where I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm a big fan of Donald Trump too. I'm stumping for Trump in my own little way. We're all doing our part on YouTube for Donald, for the Donald. Now I'll probably send them this video later. I'll be like, hey, I was giving you girls a shout out. And they'll be like, oh, I love you so much. You're so awesome and amazing out there in California. Yeah, that's right. I'm here in California, where San Bernardino. I was like, I know where that is. I've been there. Where those tragic events happened at the government Center for Disability, something, where he was having his Christmas party, but he was a restaurant inspector, I guess, to make sure that something like that. Anyways, we're moving on to Donald J. Trump and the Trump Trail. We just played Diamond and Silk there at the rally. Did you see when he held up the little kid? Did you see when Donald Trump held up the little kid? You want me to go play that one? No, it was a little kid in the audience who said, what's the wall going to be made out of? And Trump's like, that's a great question. Bring that kid up here. Bring that little kid up here. And he lifts the kid up to the microphone, and the kid's like, what's the wall? And then he's like, sees the crowd, and he's like, hello. And Donald Trump's like, go ahead, ask the question. And say, what's the wall going to be made out of? Maybe that's when he got the laryngitis. No, I don't know. But he said it's going to be made out of, you know, concrete and rebar steel and all that. You know what I'm talking about. He's all my construction people in the front row, they know what I'm talking about, right? They're all, yeah, we know what you're talking about. Yeah, on Monday. I mean, there's been no. This is what I want to get into, the Trump Trail. Like, I want to get a map, like, of the United States, and well, the world, because apparently he's going to be traveling to Israel soon. So it'll be interesting to see that happen. And of course, he's got property in other parts of the world. I saw a funny meme that was like "The World According to Trump." It's like a cartoon picture. You should check that out. It's pretty funny. I'm just all over the place, just like Trump. On the map, like, I want to see like all his flying and moving around and zigzagging around, because he's in a different state like every day. No, he is in a different state every day. On Monday, he was in Macon, Georgia. He was there on 11:30. He was there with Herman Cain, 999. Mr. Herman Cain, the Godfather's Pizza. First day of December, Tuesday, the following day, he was in Waterville Valley, New Hampshire. New Hampshire. And he's like, I am pro Second Amendment. And those people in New Hampshire, they love the idea of that. They love the idea of a president that's strong for the Second Amendment. Not as many people. And here in California, we have the toughest gun laws. Pardon me. Excuse me. I noticed Donald Trump never coughs during his speeches either. I'd be up on stage, like in front of a bunch of people. I'd be like, I'd be saying a lot. I'd be like a lot probably. I'd be like, excuse me. I'd be like, hey, hold on. I gotta take a sip of my beer. I'm like Marco Rubio. I'm like, I need a sip of something. But that would be rad. Me running for prez, do that for prez. I'd be all like, excuse me 1 second. Then I do like, I don't know if we're allowed to do like product placement. I'll be all like, product placement. On Wednesday morning, Donald Trump appeared on InfoWars, Infowars.com with Alex Jones. If you haven't had a chance to check out that interview, it was pretty good. It's Donald J. Trump on InfoWars with Alex Jones. They were complimentary of one another. Apparently, the interview was put together by Roger Stone. During that interview in the morning, Alex was like, yeah, Donald, great to talk to you. I know that you have a big rally tonight. I was like, wait, he has a big rally tonight? He just did a rally on Monday night and a rally on Tuesday night. And you're saying he has another rally today, the third day in a row on Wednesday. Yeah, that's right. In Manassas, Virginia. Wait, Georgia, New Hampshire, Virginia. Okay, so just that alone, let's go look up a little. I mean, let's just do 1 week's worth of, you know, his trail, his schedule. It's going on like 5 months now. There's only like less than 2 months till we get to Iowa. First caucus, the first voting state in the primary there. Let's go. Jeez, what did I click in here to? Google Maps or something? I want a map, just a regular map. Thank you. Just a regular. All right, well, this is cool enough. Let's blow this up a little bit so we can get a good look at it. There we go. Now we can see the state names for the most part. Yeah, okay. Let's see. He was in Georgia. Then he went up here to New Hampshire. Yeah, then he went to Virginia here. So he was like, boom, boom. Then he did the Republican Jewish Coalition. I don't know where that was. New York, I want to say, but I'm not really sure. And then he went to Raleigh, North Carolina on Thursday. He had another giant rally in North Carolina on Thursday. And then this morning, he's in Spencer, Iowa, over here. He was in Iowa this morning, and we watched the end of that speech. And you can watch the whole thing by going to YouTube and go to Right Side Broadcasting. They have all the stuff. They have everything that I've just been talking about. The Paula Freeze, some chick that was commenting. What did she say? Paula Freeze says that Trump is so true, and he means it. For years, Trump has watched the political hot mess, and he's sick and tired of it, just like the rest of us. And, oh, big news. Yeah. You know what's big news this week on the Trump trail is that Donald Trump is has 36% in the Republican field, the field of the Republicans. And there's still like, how many people are there? 15? I want to say 14, but we can't forget Jim Gilmore. We can't forget Pataki. There's like, I mean, it's like he says, there's all these guys. So Trump's at 36% with a 20-point lead over his next closest competitor, which is Ted Cruz, with 20 less than 36, which is 16. He leads Ben Carson, who dropped to, I think, 14. There's a couple other people there. Then you have Bush, dropped 5 points. Jeb Bush. And, man, have you ever seen a Jeb Bush rally? Have you ever seen a Jeb Bush rally? Was he doing rallies the past 5 days in a row? He was at Jeb Bush was at the Republican Jewish coalition. But what I wanted to get to is, let's see, Jeb Bush rally. Is that the people at the Jeb Bush rallies have giant Jeb dildos? See if we can get a look at that. Let's see, filter this week. If I go to Trump rallies this week, there's going to be like 1 million of them, one for every day. A week ago. That's his full "We Can Fix It" speech. Okay, great. Donald Trump's rallies, videos come up higher than Jeb Bush's on a search for Jeb Bush rally. Did you guys notice that? Well, wait a second. Jeb Bush rally filter this week, YouTube. You guys are all seeing this, right? Okay, 1 day ago there was a Jeb Bush rally. It has 2 views. A Jeb Bush Tampa campaign rally, Jeb Can Fix It full speech 1 week ago, 24 views. Next link, a full event of Donald Trump with 3,727 views 6 days ago. Donald Trump rally, full speech, fiery, massive campaign rally. Has 229 views on UHot News. Donald Trump holds huge rally. FNN full Donald Trump. No, it's full Jeb Bush. Okay, so Jeb snuck in there. Are they going to have the people with the Jeb Bush dildos? I don't know. It's so funny. I should probably just skip this ad as soon as possible. Come on. It does look good, though. Chili's. Or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. This is not one of his cheering crowds. This is a very calm crowd.
The next generations of energy and to help local communities.
The next generation of energy.
The possibility of a changing climate having a problem. President Obama said today, or up to something, this is crazy. That
he said, blah, 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 blah. This is crazy. Okay, thank you. Crap, I put science in the news because I thought that Sam was going to make it on the show. He didn't. So in today's science news, Venus or bust. A wayward Japanese spacecraft hurtles towards its destiny. This weekend, the golf cart-sized Japanese spaceship named Akatsuki could become a national hero, or it could end up a national disgrace. 5 years ago, the innovative ship took aim at Venus and missed. Rather than swinging into orbit Venus as planned, Akatsuki sailed past its target, becoming another embarrassment for a Japanese space exploration program plagued with mishaps. Now, Akatsuki is poised for a comeback 5 years to the day after its worst moment. At roughly 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, tomorrow, the spacecraft will make a risky bid to orbit Venus and redeem its honor. Oh, you must redeem your honor! Japanese scientists have fashioned an ingenious rescue plan that takes advantage of Akatsuki's small thruster jets, which were never meant for the job of putting the spacecraft on an orbital cruise. Hopes are high, so are the stakes. If it's orbiting Venus, Akatsuki can make these spectacular discoveries, says James Green. Mr. Green, thank you. So it seems like NASA is confident in the Japanese space mission. And if it's not, we'll miss them. Neither Europe nor the United States has a spacecraft around Venus, and it will be years before NASA sends one there, he says. What about those amazing pictures that we covered a couple of months ago about the giant blimps that are going to float above the clouds of Venus? How long is it going to take? How long for that to happen? That's like, look at this hoverboard in Back to the Future. We will have this one day soon. Copyright claim, your video has been blocked. That was my video. Oh, wait. If you like your plan, you can keep your plan. Oh, it's being blocked? Oh, because my Darth Vader Imperial March theme? Oh, crap. Looks like this channel is always in trouble. Did I have anything today in entertainment news? The amazing new Batman vs. Superman trailer. I personally think that the Captain America Civil War trailer is the better trailer. And Sam's not here, but if he's watching or trying to watch, I think the better trailer would be the Captain America Civil War trailer. But I think that's just me. And right now I'm thinking more about Sam. But Sam really hates when the trailer shows too much. And that's been a big complaint about this trailer, Sam, is that they show too much. But I'm going to spoil it. As much as the studio spoiled it, it aired on the new Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice trailer.
Who's that? He must be new.
I'll risk another video playing to play this.
Bruce Wayne.
I watch. I don't have it in picture down here. You can hear it, right? But that's the other channels that play the video clips all the time. Here, I can play this. I'm commenting.
Civil liberties are being trampled on in your city. People living in paper. Thinks he's above the law.
This guy think he is.
Criticizing those who think they're above the laws. Or hypocritical. What'd you say? Considering every time your hero says a cat out of a tree, you read Puff Piece editorial about an alien. You could burn the whole place down.
Dude, they're showing a bunch of cool stuff as they're like playing the dub over this conversation. He's like, you write this article about alien. Superman is an alien.
Above the laws, or hypocritical. What'd you say? Considering every time your hero saves a cat out of a tree, you read Puff Piece editorial about an alien. You could burn the whole place down. Most of the world doesn't share your opinion before you. Maybe it's Gotham City and me. Have a bad history with freaks dressed like clowns.
Ooh, we have a bad history of freaks dressed like clowns. I think that was a Joker reference.
Boys, Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. I love it. I love bringing people together. How are we? Hi, hello.
Joker.
Lex, it is a pleasure. Ow, wow, that is a good grip. You should not pick a fight with this person.
I don't know how well you can hear that when he when he like taps his chest, it sounds like sounds like Rocky hitting a side of beef.
Wow, that is a good grip. You should not pick a fight with this person. You know the oldest line in America, Senator?
Tight.
That power can be innocent.
Oh, they said son of a bitch in the trailer.
You know you can't win this. Suicide.
The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. Son of Krypton versus Batman of Gotham. It's iconic. It's a three-syllable word for any thought too big for little minds.
What?
Learn what it means to be a man.
What? Looks pretty sick. Getting pretty excited here.
I wanted it. You be dead already.
If man won't kill God.
Okay, Sam, we're gonna start showing you too much, Sam. But it could be throwing you off. You never know.
What have you done?
No! You can't kill Batman? What the? Holy crap.
She with you?
I thought she was with you.
Oh, shit. Pretty wicked awesome right there. What do you guys think?
I thought she was with you.
I thought she was with you. I'm Ben Affleck. I'm Batman. The opera's going into full effect. Look at that. Is that the money shot right there? They showed us the money shot? They gave us the money shot in the trailer? No! That's kind of like the, was it bold of them to not sweep the camera around in a circular motion like the Avengers? Well, I'm sure they will do that. All right, D-Lake, thanks for that entertainment news. Everyone, be sure to check that out. Check out the Captain America trailer, too, because I think that trailer's probably a little bit better. But it's up to you. Thanks, everyone, for joining me for today's news. The California mass shooting. I don't know what I covered that you didn't cover yourself or research yourself. But if there was anything that made you think like, oh, wait a second. My friend brought up that like, so, we were talking about it. So they got into a fight at the party. Then they left the party, the husband and wife left the party, or just the guy left the party. Then he meets up with his wife, or him and his wife go back to the compound, the IED factory, where they were making the bombs, and they had like all this weaponry around their belts. They had like full-on utility belts with guns. They had semi-automatic rifles and all the other high-capacity crap and handguns and 9mm and plenty of ammo. How they afforded that and how they kept it all secret and bought all that stuff over however much time, I'm not, or if they were donated that equipment, I'm not really sure. Apparently they filmed some of the massacre on GoPro, and at first they were white guys, 1 to 3 white guys that escaped in a black SUV or something like that. Then apparently we see pictures of the Muslim couple that was eradicated in a gun battle. We talked about Donald Trump today, and I hope everyone checks out some of those videos that I was showing you. Check out more of Donald Trump's speeches. You have a whole week's worth. You can go to Macon, Georgia, Waterville Valley, New Hampshire, Infowars.com, Manassas, Virginia, Republican Jewish Coalition, Raleigh, North Carolina, or this morning's Spencer, Iowa rally interview with Hannity, interview on Morning Joe, interview on The Kitchen Sink, and all kinds of other stuff. He's always changing up his speech to what's the most current thing that is on the minds of Americans. I think that's a really awesome and impressive factor in his campaign. He's not just reading the same old boring speech prepped for him by so-and-so that got paid $100,000 like Hillary or these other candidates. And I don't know. I'm for Trump. But that's just me. I only get one vote. And these fucking giant donors and the douchebag, what's his name, Fernandez or whatever, that's like, if Trump is the Republican nominee, then I'll vote for Hillary. He's a Jeb Bush donor. He's been donating to the GOP establishment, but the GOP establishment is so fearful of Donald Trump. For what reason? What's the reason for all this fear and contemplation? Oh, it's his scary rhetoric. Well, his scary rhetoric pales in comparison to what's been going on the past 40, 50 years. So the more you guys go after him, the further you'll sink, the higher he'll rise. And so just keep at it. You're doing a great job. Wonderful. Can't wait to see the scales of justice tip in the other direction, if that's what you want to call it. We talked some science news, that amazing story out of Japan, where tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to be checking it out here on the Pacific. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I'm going to look forward to see if they land that sucker right there on Venus. Well, they're not going to land on Venus. They're going to orbit Venus. They're going to orbit Venus. That's the goal. So there's no landing on Venus, to my knowledge, without, yeah. It's not good. You got to stay above the clouds when it comes to Venus. It's kind of like Bespin, and I'm kind of like Lando Calrissian. So what, mother effer? To tie it back into entertainment, that's a Star Wars reference. Of course, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It's coming out in a matter of days. 13 days. Woo-hoo! People are going nuts. Can't wait to get that Force Awakening. Can't wait to get that Star Wars fix. Well, I'm one of them. I don't have my tickets. I don't have tickets yet. Apparently, the movie is already in the top 20 or 30 highest grossing movies in pre-sales. So if this movie doesn't make us a couple billion, I'll be really disappointed. Better be goddamn good, J.J. Abrams. Just trying to channel people's over-exaggerated expectations, but it does look really good from the material that I've seen come out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I'm gonna call it right now. I think that Daisy Ridley's character, basically, I think that staff that she has, because I've heard some other people say that it's probably like Darth Sidious's staff or something crazy, old school Knights of the something or whatever. But I have a feeling that staff is a key. It's going to be a key. Ancient history will reveal that it's like prophetic in a way. It'll be a key, but the key can only be used by, a certain force. So that's the way I think it's going to play out. But I didn't have any help writing it or anything like that. I just think that, from the material that I've seen, I think that staff is a key, and you need someone that has the force to use it to open whatever it is that needs opening. Could be a long shot. You never know. But if I'm right, trust me, this will be like, no, okay. All right, everyone, have a great Saturday. Have a great weekend. Look forward to that Japanese spacecraft orbiting Venus. Check out DT, Forprez, and also let's keep our eyes on what's happening in California and in the United States as a result of that California shooting. When it comes to, it's tied into everything. That's what's fucking weird about it. Oh, it's tied into immigration. It's tied into jihad. It's tied into fucking, guns. It's tied into praying. It's tied to and Christmas is coming up. It's just tied into so much shit in such a weird, not real way, falsely flaggy kind of way, without saying that it's a false flag event and being, you know, labeled a conspiracy theorist. But when some, you know, I mean, you're like, I will do my best not to be labeled a conspiracy theorist, but I have a bold new idea about how this shit is weird. I don't know, but I'm a newsie, all right? I'm just someone that follows the news, checks it all the time, you know, keep up with the latest trends. I hope you are too, and I hope that you enjoyed today's show. Thanks for tuning in. Do you like for Prez? TheMediaSpeaks.com.